Okay. This meeting is hereby called to order. I'll go ahead and play the national anthem of Nigeria. Thank you. Okay. I'm sorry, did everyone hear that? I just want to be sure it was audible. Okay, thank you. Good evening and welcome, friends and family, to the Rotary Club of Abuja Jabi Lakeside. It's a beautiful evening here, and we're happy to have in our midst. We have friends from Singapore, we have friends from India, we have friends from Pakistan, and a couple more countries I have not yet identified. Okay, I can see Britain now. You're all welcome to today's fellowship. So we're going to begin with introduction of visiting Rotarians. Can we please, one after the other, unmute and introduce ourselves to the house? Thank you. If you please, I would maybe call on each one. When I call on you, you introduce yourself. So thank you. So we have Zaini. Zaini, can you please unmute and introduce yourself?
Yes.
Hello, Zaini. Okay, can Anil go?
Yep, Anil, I'm Rotarian Anil Changaroth from Rotary Club of Pandan Valley, Singapore. I'm a Rotarian, but I also sit on the district's youth committee, the Singapore representative, the fellowship committee, the Singapore representative.
Registered for what? Now, if it is accommodation and this, because somebody registered for accommodation and
sorry. And also the Elevate Road Track Task Force in Singapore. As an interest for this evening, it's because I'm also a practicing lawyer, and at the end of this month, we in the District 3310 have got a webinar as well on peace and the conflict resolution. We're speaking about mediation and negotiations. We'll send that out to you if you'd like to attend. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Anil. Rotarian Indra.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm the Charter President for Rotary Club of Kampung Glam from District 3310. And at the same time, this year and also in the following year, I am the District Chair for Vocational Service. And I have been a Rotarian for the last 30 years, very much involved in vocational service. My classification is Management Consultancy. Thank you for this invitation, and I look forward to this talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Rotarian Praveen.
Well, I'm from Rotary Club of Maluba in Lusaka, Zambia, District 9210. Yeah. And I'm a past president of our club and involved in a lot of projects.
Okay, thank you. Nice to have you with us. Rotarian Ali. Yes, Ali Yusuf. Hi, Rotarian Ali. Okay. Rotarian Tapas. Yembe, can you please introduce yourself? Hello, Rotary Max.
Thank you very much, President. My name is Max Mike Ayoti from the Provisional Rotary Club of Sunday down in Kampala, Uganda, District 9211. My classification is cybersecurity. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy to have you with us. You're welcome. Nibhe, am I getting that right? Nibhe. Are you with us, Rotary Nibhe?
Oh, no, then Nirbhay.
Okay. Vijay, you can please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, my sister. This is past President Vijay Kevalramani from Rotary Club of Thane Royals, India. I am also honorary member of Rotary Club of Tema Meridian, Ghana. I am a chartered accountant by profession, and currently I am district trust areas, and I am the district avenue chair designate for international services next year, and a district treasurer designate for 22-23. And I also done my LLB in arbitration and LLM in arbitration and mediation. And I like to fellowship with friends. Thank you.
Thank you. Tony.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Tony Sharma, immediate past district governor of London District 1130. I bring you greetings from the Rotary Club of Tower Hamlets. I'm also the founder of the first District Peace Committee in 1130, and I'll be happy to share anything you want to know about peace committees in district and internationally at any time. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Rotarian Rotaractocratic.
Hello everybody. This is Rotarian Rotractor Pratik Vishwas, past president and president-elect. I'm from Rotary Club of Thane Royals and Rotary Club of Thane Downtown.
Okay.
Driven to India. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Zaini, you're back. Please introduce yourself. Or have you already introduced yourself? If you have, please. Okay. Rotarian Saida. Rotarian Saida.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi,
Myself, Saida Simran Hassan. Please call me Simran. I'm from Rotary Club Prachi Garden, District 3271. Right now, I'm Community Service Chair since 2018, 19, 20, and 21. And also member of Prime Minister Polio Cell, coordinator from Rotary. And by profession, I'm child psychologist and educationist. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Rotarian George, please introduce yourself. Okay, Rotarian Dolly, please introduce yourself.
Hi, good evening. Our District Governor-elect. I'm from District 3310, and thank you for the invitation. I'm looking forward to the talk.
Thank you. Nice to have you with us. Welcome. We'll go through introductions briefly. Rtn Elvis, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, my Rotarian President. I'm Elvis Obaseki, a Rotarian with the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, here in District 9125, Nigeria. I am the zonal coordinator supervising 61 clubs on behalf of the district governor of my district. Good evening, everybody, and you're welcome.
You're welcome, Rotarian Elvis. Rotarian Caroline, can you please introduce yourself?
Good evening, my president, fellow Rotarians. My name is Rotarian Caroline Mora, member of Rotary Club of Abuja Jabi Lakeside. and my profession is real estate development and management. Thank you.
Thank you. Chama. Chama.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Okay, so my name is Chama Chimba. I'm from the Rotary Club of Nkwazi, District 9210 in Lusaka, Zambia. I'm the club secretary, and I'm an architect and facilities manager by profession. And I bring you greetings from President Marriott. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Rotary and Gabriel. Gabriel.
Yes, please. Hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, my Rotarian president. My name is Gabriel Senien. I'm the president of the Rotary Club of Wuse Central, Abuja. That's what I'm saying. That's what we will be having. 9125. My classification is legal. I am joining you all the way from Shandam, LGA, my neck of the woods, in Plateau State, Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Rotary PK.
The breakfast must be for the number of participants.
Hello. Rotary PK. Okay. So anyone here to introduce him or herself, please go. So we can get moving quickly.
Vivek is there from Asiporo.
Vivek?
Yeah, my president.
Yes, please introduce yourself, Vivek.
My president, protocol observed. Good evening to all.
Good
I'm
evening.
Vivek Sharma, Rotary Club Abuja Jabi Diamond District 9125. My classification is of finance, and currently I'm connecting by Zoom from India. Thank you so much. I'm glad for this meeting, and thank you, PPBJ, to connect with me in this meeting.
Okay, thank you everyone for making our time to be with us here. There are many other people who are yet to introduce themselves. Maybe much later after our presentation, we'll get to meet you. So without much ado, we have a presenter, a guest speaker in the house today, a Rotarian, a distinguished Rotarian who will be speaking to us on peace and conflict resolution in Rotary. So I'm going to go ahead and read his profile so that we meet him before he speaks to us. So his name is Rtn Elvis Obaseki, and he began his Rotary journey in 1985 as an interactor, and later a Rotaractor in District 9140. He was president of the Rotary Club of Surulere South in District 9110 in the 2011-2012 Rotary year, a past assistant governor, past RILA chair, and past assistant Rotary public image coordinator for Zone 28. Now Zone 22, covering Rotary in Africa, where he served for 3 consecutive years from 2015 to 2018. Engineer Obaseki is an electronics engineer with specialty in satellite technology and an enviable hands-on experience and training in brand strategy, PR, project management, and consultancy. Elvis is a member of the Rotary Club of Abuja Metro, and he is the zonal coordinator, Zone 2, covering Benue, Kogi, Nasarawa, and Niger states, as well as the FCT in Nigeria. So thank you and welcome. Please make welcome Rotarian Elvis Obaseki. Rotarian Elvis, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, my president. Please give me right to share.
Yes. You have the right to share now.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's quite a full house, and it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Wait a minute.
Hey, Rtn Elvis, are you still with us?
Hello, sorry, I had some disturbance from here. Thank you. It was supposed to be a club, a gathering. I think we're having an international assembly, and I have to appreciate you, my dear president, for making something of this nature happen. Hello, Rotarians. In the next few minutes, we'll be talking on the role of Rotary in peace building and conflict resolution. My few slides is just to talk of the history of Rotary in peace building, Rotary and its relationship with United Nations and UNESCO, Rotary's 4 roles in promoting peace. We'll take a quick look at Rotary's efforts at setting up the peace centers around the world, and Rotary's efforts locally in peace building in Nigeria. I'll quickly take us to the very first attempt at having peace added to the object of Rotary, which was in 1922 at the Los Angeles convention, when Rotary International added the peace to one of the objects of Rotary. And if we look at what Rotary has done internationally as regards peace in United Nations and in UNESCO, having Rotarians as part of those that scripted the charter of these 2 great organizations in the world. Specifically in 1945, when the UN Charter Conference was held in the United States, we can't wish away the part that was played by Rotarians in that gathering. And some few years after that, a Rotarian who was the past president of the Rotary Club of Manila in the Philippines was made the president of the United Nations General Assembly. I'm happy that I'm speaking about India, and I'm having Indians in the house. We can't forget the roles of Rotarians in the civil strife in India in 1940. And we also can't forget the roles of Rotarians in the border clashes in Chile and Argentina, when the Rotary International president invited 45 Rotarian couples from both ends of the divide to sit to discuss in a conference of goodwill. And this led to a resolution towards bringing peace to the war-torn Chile and Argentina. My dear fellow Rotarians, if we move further to Rotary's very strong presence in preaching peace in the world. Since 1981, Rotary, the foundation, has kept $100,000 as the price tag for winners of the Rotary Award for World's Understanding and Peace. And notable leaders and citizens of the world, like our own Nelson Mandela here in Africa, the former president of the United States, Jimmy Carter, the former Catholic Pope John Paul II, and even the Salvation Army has been recipients of this award. And these $100,000 are given as gifts to charities of their choice. Let's not forget that in the importance of talking about peace, we also look at the victims of peace. 50% of the victims of violence, 50% of the victims of violence worldwide are children, and 90% of these persons are civilians who are really not involved in the strife of the causes of fellow Rotarians. We want also Rotarians and Rotary in general in promoting peace. Firstly, we look at the fact that we are practitioners. Our service projects have directly engendered conditions for peaceful society. Take away our solutions to poverty. Take away those hospitals that we build in communities that are in need. Take away our attempts to bring education to the very to the downtrodden in the society. This, you know, without some of these projects, we will have communities that will be at war with itself. And as practitioners, we have been able to, around the world, through our 36,000 clubs, shown very strong Rotary presence in our activities. And let's also look at the angle of being educators. The 7 peace centers in the world have tuned out more than 1,300 peace fellows. Here in Nigeria, I ran into a fellow, a Japanese, who went to one of the peace centers in the world. And today, she's working in the Japanese embassy in Nigeria, preaching peace and even looking out for ways, not just being an alumna of Rotary, but to become a Rotarian, so that she can also have an opportunity to give back to society. We also look at our mediator efforts. If we think of what Rotary has done, especially in engaging warring parties in days of tranquility, so that humanitarian efforts as regards polio vaccination can be given to children in areas that are war-torn. And let's not forget that as advocates, our avowed impartiality has afforded us an integral role in peace processes and post-conflict reconstruction. Fellow Rotarians, this evening, I will share with you the 7 centers in the world where Rotary is investing close to $5 million annually in training peace fellows. We have the Duke Center in the United States, the International Christian University in Japan. We have the University of Bradford in England, the University of Queensland in Australia, Uppsala University in Sweden, Chulalongkorn University in Thailand, and just a year and a month ago, the Makerere University of peace centers in the world. Full service projects, our peace fellows who are taking actions to address the causes of conflict, inequality, ethnic tension, lack of access to education, and equitable distribution of these resources. And if we look at our biggest project, which is polio eradication, this has led to days of tranquilities in war zones for children to be immunized. Is in the Congo DRC, in Sudan, in Iraq, and even in Afghanistan. If we come down to what was done about a month ago after the terrorist attack in the United States, the San Bernardino terrorist attack, Rotary Peace Conference was organized almost immediately after the attack, and notable artists from Hollywood were made to speak on the world at peace at that conference. And we'll come home to our own dear country, Nigeria. Our efforts in immunization have been done seriously in the northeast of Nigeria, even with the attendant loss of lives of our vaccinators. Rotary has stood up there. Locally, some of our clubs have gotten involved in positive workshops, where several Rotary clubs have come together in having a joint project on peace. And this has happened over the years in the Federal Capital Territory here. We also talk of what was just refurbishment of a police post in the heart of the FCT. And all this were geared towards securing and giving the police a convenient and to function as clubs in Nigeria are doing. The month of February in our dear country, Nigeria, is not, Rotarians try as much as possible to preach peace with several projects as much as they can. My dear fellow Rotarians, quickly I'll remind you of how much I and you, through our contributions, peace centers around the peace have been sunk into several 37 peace centers. And I'll leave you with the words of our past Rotary International President, Rotarian Yinka Babalola, the past Rotary International Vice President, Rotarian Yinka Babalola. And this statement he made when the last peace center was commissioned here in Africa. He said there is no country without conflict. And that as such, the peace center comes to create a critical mass of peace builders and mediation expert. My Rotarian president, my dear fellow Rotarians, I think in our little effort and in just a few minutes, we've been able to know a little bit of what Rotary is doing within our own angle in terms of peace building, and a little history about Rotary and peace building globally. Thank you very much, my president. Hello, my president.
You need to unmute, President.
Oh, President, you have to unmute.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was speaking with my mic off. So we take contributions and questions for the speaker. Thank you. Please raise your hand and we'll unmute you to speak. Contributions and questions. Hello? Are there contributions? Anyone with any contributions on peace building? Questions? All right. Hello? Assistant Governor Jumoke, AG Jumoke Kende, can you please unmute and introduce yourself, and please thank the guest speaker on behalf of the Rotary Club of Abuja Jabi Lakeside. Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So on behalf of the Rotary Club of Abuja Jabi Lakeside, PAG Elvis Obaseki, we thank you so much for giving us a brief about peace building, one of the areas of focus for Rotary. We enjoyed your lecture and we took nuggets home and we hope to ruminate on them. Thank you very much. So are there any more guests that are yet to introduce themselves in the house? Anybody who wants to introduce him or herself? I'll go first because I remember that while I asked every other person to introduce him or herself, I failed to do so. I'll have a couple of people on here who do not know me. My name is Buhemen Doseyua. I am a veterinarian by profession. I currently own a pet boarding facility in Nigeria, and I work with livestock management services as a management consultant. And no, a project manager, I'm sorry. I am current president of the Rotary Club of Abuja Jabi Lakeside. Thank you. Happy to meet everyone of you.
Ma'am President, can you please share your contact details in the chat box?
Yes, I'll do that. I was going to also respond to you via WhatsApp later, but I'll do that in the chat room.
You want to invite you my WhatsApp chat group. That's why
Yes,
I need these things.
Yes,
Acharya-ji, she is already in the group.
Yes.
You added him. You added her.
Yes.
Vijay-ji?
Yes.
He has sent a message today also.
Yes.
Okay. See only.
Okay. So for Rotarians in District 9125, can we please go ahead and do an essay? I'll put up I'll share the screen. I'll send it to the chat room. I'll also share it on the screen. Our account details for charity, contributions for charity. Well, this is ongoing. Introductions and contributions are still welcome. if you'd like to contribute to the talk today on peace building and conflict resolution, please, you can go ahead. PP Vijay, any thoughts on peace building today?
My president, are you
I
getting?
think, yes, Gabriel, please continue.
Okay, thank you very much. My president, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, a thought just came to my mind now, particularly when it comes to the United States of America and some parts of the Middle East, particularly when you look at the likes of Iran and some years back, Iraq. Even though the issue of Iraq is out of the way now, it appears the interregnum between Iran and the United States of America has not actually settled down. Is there any likelihood, or what is Rotary doing in with regards to that, in terms of trying to see how the misunderstanding between Iran and the United States, particularly with regards to the nuclear armament and construction, is brought to a minimal level? I don't know if ZC actually heard me clearly.
I want to believe that you said you were asking what is Rotary's role?
Yes.
In the strife.
Yes, the conflict between
the conflict between Iran and United States.
Or America.
Yes. Two things. A little bit of international diplomacy here. I'll come from that angle before I look at it from the Rotary angle. If you notice that in the last 4 years in the United States, with all due respect to the years of Donald Trump as president of the US, so much of heat was created in the Middle East corridor as regards the international diplomacy and relations between Iran and the US. Then, if you look at the fact that Rotary has remained a part and parcel of the United Nations, I don't want to believe that the UN is not. I don't want to believe that the UN is not looking at doing something in that direction. But I feel that scale is a little bit. The scale is a little bit high for Rotarians to dabble into at from the level of Rotary International as a body. For Rotary International within the UN, I think Rotary has a strong role to play. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. Any more contributions? So move on ahead quickly. Okay. Richard Anil, I saw I'm unable to download, but I think I should be able to do that later. I saw the document you left for us in the chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can you please share a bit with us?
Okay.
Yes.
Just a quick brief. In our webinar, what we do is we're going to be talking about aspects of mediation and negotiations that might be applicable to resolving disputes and keeping the peace. So it's a slightly different angle from what was discussed by Elvis just now. Elvis's talk was very interesting in the sense that it gives you an overview of what it is and what exists. So what ours we do is that we kind of take you down a path how do you deal with issues that you have in the clubs? And how do you resolve some of those things and all? So we take a very interesting angle, and CP Indra and I are the ones who are going to be speaking because we're both trained in mediation and negotiation. So those of you who are interested, is on the 21st of February. It's at 8 p.m. Like, for example, now we are at 12:30 a.m. Singapore time, for those of you who want to get an idea of it. So do please come join us. That's it. Thank you.
Rtn Anil, if you don't mind, we'd like to hear a little about it. If you can just give us maybe a 2-minute talk or a 2 to 5 minutes talk, if it's okay.
Okay, so because February is the month of peace and in conflict prevention and resolution, while we all know that Rotary has got this movement about peace and in dispute and conflict resolution, we are taking an angle that the world is changing. There's this thing about appropriate alternate dispute resolution and different methods of dispute resolution. One of the Rotarians had mentioned that he was trained in arbitration and mediation in this chat. So those are examples of how you can resolve disputes. But the world has changed in some sense, in the sense that it's no longer alternate dispute resolution is what's more appropriate. And some of you who may be familiar, 2 years ago, the Singapore signed, there was a Singapore Convention signed by about 40 over countries on mediation and enforcement of mediated settlement. So the world as a whole is looking at more consensual dispute resolution mechanisms, and that is something also applicable in Rotary, because you could have members between members having problems, or it could be clubs between clubs and other clubs in the district, or it could be at a higher level that they have issues and problems. But how do you then deal with it? So what we hope to do, CP Indra and I hope to do, is to give everybody who's attending an idea that issues and problems are not insurmountable. They can be resolved if you take an approach, a more consensual approach, as opposed to an adversarial approach. And aspects of mediation, when I'm going to be speaking about that, I'm actually looking at the 4-way test. And if you look at the Rotary's 4-way test, you realize that those are aspects of how you can deal with issues and problems as well. So it's going to be quite interesting. I hope that's enough of a overview.
Yeah, that's enough. I got a lot. I hope that most of us will be there, because I'm going to fix this up on my calendar to attend, so that I get.
It's a Sunday evening in Singapore, but for you it would be in the afternoon, I think.
Yes. How many hours ahead? That's like 6 hours ahead.
I think it's now 4:30 a.m. What time is it there?
Singapore is 7 hours ahead.
7 hours ahead, yes.
From Nigeria, yeah.
My President, please, sorry if I may come in here. I believe that if Anil shares his
meeting link,
his meeting time with VJ, VJ will be in a position to distribute this so many down the wall with the appropriate time to do them. So, have any problem? Yeah. All you need to do is forward the invite to VJ. They will publish the club.
Can Vijay, if you send me on the chat, if you send me your mobile number, I'll send it by WhatsApp as well.
Send both. I had sent you earlier also. Now I have resent it on the chat.
Can I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah, so just send it to me. I will push it across.
All right.
I have a good broadcast network, and we also have a Telegram group where we have more than around 900 members across the globe, which can join.
All right.
President, can I say something about the event that Anil has just explained to you?
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Well, this is actually part of an overall plan for vocational service in the district, because we have started what we call a DVD, or District Vocational Dialogue, and we actually look at all the 7 areas of Rotary, and we are tackling one by one. We have actually discussed a subject on sanitation and water purification. We have discussed a subject on education and literacy. This is the 3rd one we are discussing on peace building and conflict resolution. So this is part of an overall vocational service. So since this month is February, the month of peace building, so we actually combine this together with this district vocational dialogue. And it's not just Anil and I will be speaking, but it's actually a whole range of activities. It will be opened by our district governor, Rotarian District Governor Raja Mohan, and then followed by two talks. Anil will be talking about dispute resolution and mechanism to resolve it, and I'll be talking about negotiation skills, because down at club and district level, we have a huge amount of things to talk about and how do we resolve conflicts. And one of the issues that we talk about conflicts is people leave Rotary. And actually when people, in many cases, especially I personally know, people don't leave Rotary, they leave the president. So I repeat, they don't leave Rotary, they leave the president or they leave the secretary because of personalities. So Rotary by itself is nothing, but because of this conflict, people leave. Some people just suffer in silence. When there's a conflict, they suffer in silence and they talk behind the back. So this is why what drives us to organize this event from a standpoint both of peace building and vocational concept. Then we have the real highlight of this is a panel discussion. And in this panel discussion, the lead panelists will be PDG Zaini, myself, and also Anil will be member of the panelists, and it will be moderated by PDG Andre Suharto, whom you know is a very excellent trainer, and he will facilitate this, and we will be talking about real issues on conflicts within clubs and district and how we resolve that. So it's a whole gamut of activities involving so many Rotarians, and I think it's really something which all of you should log in, and it's really something which we've been planning and practicing and rehearsing for a very long time. So we hope to see you on the 21st at 8 p.m. Singapore time. Thank you.
Yes, I would definitely be there. I am hoping that lots of us will also join to learn more. And thank you very much, Rotary and Indra. That was very educative. Thank you. So more contributions, we still have a little more time, more contributions, more thoughts, questions, if any. If not, we'll leave them for when we attend a meeting in Singapore.
We have President Philip from Rotary Club Temple.
Hi, Rotary Philip, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. I've been to Ghana several times. Welcome to the Rotary Club of Abuja Jabi Lakeside.
Thank you very much. I bring greetings from Ghana and Tema.
Thank you.
Yes.
He's my second club president.
Yes, I know. You're an honorary member in that club.
Yeah.
So,
Vijay is our honorary member.
Sorry?
Vijay is an honorary member.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. So welcome, Trailblazer President Humphrey, the Rotary Club of Abuja Garki.
President Praveen Ji from Zambia is also involved in peace with UN. I think if he would like to add something, he can make a contribution. Praveen Ji, if you would like to add something.
On what topic, Vijay?
Peace ke upar hi chal raha hai na, sir. Peace.
Okay. Well, we've had problems in our club in the past, but we have resolved them, like what Rotarian Indra said about it's mainly the president or the personality clashes that make us members leave the club. But I've been a member of Rotary Club of Maluba for 31 years, and we have had presidents where we would disagree, but ultimately Rotary is all about joining hands and doing the good for the community and community at large. So I guess we take this conflict in stride, and we try to resolve them internally. And in most cases, it is clashes of personality. I agree with Indra 100%. And well, where there is a grouping of people, there are always going to be different personalities and different ideas and different different mentality, basically. So conflicts do happen, and it's an excellent topic that Indra has chosen to talk about in relations to conflicts within Rotary Club itself, Rotary Clubs itself. Thank you.
Indra, you can have Praveenji on your panel. He's a very senior Rotarian from Zambia, and he's also involved with UN on peace building.
Okay.
You can think
Thank you very much.
I can share the coordinates with Anil. I can share his coordinates with Anil.
Okay, PP Vija, I will get that from you.
Would like to join.
Sure, I'll share.
Okay. All right. So contributions to charity are still going on. Please check the chat room for the club details, account details to make your contributions. Rotary and Gabriel, TP Gabriel.
I'm with you, my president. I'm with you.
Okay. We're almost bringing the meeting to an end. Please, I'd like you to give a toast at the end of the meeting.
Okay. Thank you very much. When you are set, just let me know. Except
All right. Okay. All right. So one more time, I want to thank everyone. I see President. I see a lot of people from different countries. There's one who just joined us, President. Sorry, give me a minute. President Marriott from RC in Kwazi. Have you introduced yourself?
How are you, President?
Hi, welcome.
Yeah, I'm I'm Brother Marriott from the Club of Nkwazi.
Yes.
We're in the same city with the PP province where I come from, Zambia.
Okay. Okay.
And the RDIN Patrick is actually in my club.
Okay. Well, nice.
So thank you very much.
Thank you. Happy to have you with us.
Yeah.
AG Jumoke, are you on? Hello. Okay.
Hello, my president. How are you? Sorry,
I'm
I'm actually in another meeting, but I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yes. How are you? But I've been following.
We have a lot of international
Lovely
guests.
presentation by Razeti.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see them.
Then I just wanted to introduce you to them as the assistant governor.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So please introduce yourself. Just go ahead and introduce yourself to them.
Yes. Good evening, my name is Olajumo. I'm an assistant governor and assistant zonal coordinator for zone. Education is education administration, this beautiful club. Well done, my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think network is a bit unclear at her end, but that was the assistant governor of our club. So I thank each and every one of you for making out time to come. We have Rotarians from Ghana, Zambia, Uganda, Singapore, Pakistan, Great Britain, and Ireland. Ghana, did I call Ghana? I think Pakistan, yes, India, Singapore. Really nice to meet all of you. Most of you are meeting you for the first time. I'm really happy you joined, and I hope that you enjoyed our meeting. And we look forward to having you come back again to fellowship with us. Maybe even some of you can be guest speakers at our club, or have joint fellowship with our club. So, Trailblazer President Gabriel, can you please give the toast?
Yes, thank you very much. In fact, you have already solved the problem for me, having identified all the clubs, particularly Rotarians and Rotractors, from India, Singapore, Zambia, United Kingdom. We also have from Ghana, Uganda, Pakistan, and also clubs within Nigeria.
Yes.
Nigeria. My president has already indicated that she's quite appreciative of the fact that you've taken time, despite your very tight schedules, to be at this meeting. You would have been somewhere else, but you decided to join and to listen to the speaker, our Rotarian speaker, not a guest speaker, at the very beautiful presentation that he has made. We are indeed happy that we have all globally come together as our organization is known, and we are therefore happy that you are here with us. And I would like to make this toast to all our visiting Rotarians.
Thank you, TP Gabriel. I can see John Ibrahim, are you on? Hello? Okay. So I take a toast to our country, Nigeria. Nigeria is our country. We have no other place to be. Would you know? We would. Okay, hello. So we take a toast to our country, Nigeria, to a better and greater Nigeria. To Nigeria. So we take a toast to Rotary International, the organization uniting us over 1.2 million friends. So Rotary International and Rotarians.
Rotary the world over.
Yes. So it was a pleasure meeting all of you. Thank you, and we hope to see you at our next Zoom meeting. Okay. Thank you all for coming.
Bye-bye.
Bye.